We have good news, everyone. Progress is being made by lawmakers. More and more are supporting a fourth round of stimulus checks for Americans. I will be going over all of the details in this video. I also want to share how President Joe Biden's Social Security plan could affect you. Thank you so much for being here. I will always be here to bring you the latest stimulus check and Social Security news. Next Friday, I will be giving away another $75 Amazon gift card. To enter the giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment below. But first, everyone, let's go over what is currently happening to Social Security. It is no secret that the funds Social Security uses to pay benefits are running low. This is very concerning. That is why multiple lawmakers in Congress are proposing new plans and bills that aim to fix the program's solvency. According to CNBC, changes to Social Security need to be made so that those receiving Social Security benefits do not lose money. I know many of you are planning for your retirement. According to CNBC, you may want to make adjustments. It is possible that there could be cuts to Social Security retirement benefits. That would be really terrible. Joe Elsasser is the founder of Covism, which is a Social Security claiming software company. Elsasser said, "When you're looking at all these what-ifs, the adjustments you make now in order to plan for something later are much smaller." To that end, Covism has developed a calculator to help consumers and financial advisors gauge just how impactful any Social Security benefit cuts could hit their bottom line in retirement. To be sure, benefit cuts are not a given. Just about 1 year ago, the Social Security Administration released projections indicating its trust funds could become depleted in 2035, at which point 79% of promised benefits would be payable. An official update is expected to be released soon with the agency's annual trustees report. Other projections have already speculated that the expiration date could be sooner due to economic repercussions from the crisis. It is really scary to know that those funds could become depleted so soon. To fix that shortfall, experts say to expect some changes. It is possible that benefit cuts are coming, as well as potential payroll tax increases or a combination of both. Back in 1983, when President Ronald Reagan ushered in the last major Social Security reform to fix the program's then ailing finances, changes included gradually raising the retirement age to 67 and imposing some taxes on benefits for the first time. CNBC says Covism's new calculator helps advisors evaluate Social Security claiming decisions. I definitely suggest trying out the calculator. The calculator can stress test clients' plans against benefit cuts and other negative scenarios such as poor market performance or negative health situations to see if their plan would still be okay. Let me know in the comments below if you have used Covism's new calculator. There are millions of Americans that are relying on Social Security to pay their living expenses. It is a big problem that in the coming years, Social Security is expected to owe more money in benefits than it collects in revenue. Right now, Social Security's primary revenue source is payroll taxes. But given that unemployment has been rampant over the past year, it's likely that the program took in a much lower level of payroll tax revenue in 2020 than its trustees were counting on when they made their prediction a year ago. This all means Social Security's trust funds could end up running out of money much sooner than 2035. It is great that lawmakers are aware of this problem. Just last week, Republican Senator Mitt Romney reintroduced a bill last week called the Trust, which also known as the Time to Rescue United States Trusts Act. The bill aims to address the revenue shortfalls faced by Social Security and other federal programs that rely on dwindling trust funds. The bill would create bipartisan rescue committees that would be tasked with implementing changes to extend the program's long-term solvencies. I'm really happy to hear that lawmakers are working on this big issue. President Biden has already proposed reinstating Social Security taxes on workers once their wages exceed $400,000. Right now, those taxes only apply to wages of up to $142,800. But lawmakers, in trying to save Social Security, may impose extra Social Security taxes at a lower earnings threshold or increase the Social Security tax rate on wages, so that even lower earners lose a larger chunk of their income to payroll taxes. The goal of the trust bill is to ensure that Social Security remains solvent. Lowering benefits could solve that goal just as easily as raising taxes. What do you think lawmakers should do, everyone? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. There is a large amount of lawmakers in Congress that support another round of stimulus checks. It is now up to President Joe Biden to listen and take action for the American people. If you have any questions in the comments below, that is the end of the video, everyone. I hope you found this video helpful. Make sure to enter the $75 Amazon gift card giveaway by subscribing to my channel, liking this video, sharing this video, and commenting below.
The last few months have given the world a glimpse at what's driving U.S. foreign policy decisions under the Biden administration. First came a rush to rejoin a climate agreement that does not effectively hold our competitors to their own commitments. Then, just weeks ago, the announcement of a total abandonment of Afghanistan that will squander our leverage to promote a diplomatic end to the civil war, put innocent Afghans at risk, roll out a red carpet for the Taliban, and embolden the terrorists. Even this administration's own intelligence chiefs and our military commanders are concerned about how we'll stay a step ahead of terrorists in the region without access provided by our U.S. footprint. Late last week, we got a further peek at the incredible wishful thinking behind this policy. As reported in the New York Times, some Biden officials suggest the Taliban might govern less harshly in order to win recognition and financial support. The Secretary of State, America's top diplomat, seems to think it's that simple. He expressed hope that civilian and economic assistance could advance a just and durable peace and a brighter future for the Afghan people. The Deputy National Security Advisor was more dismissive of the Afghan people's plight, morally equating our Afghan partners and the Taliban as just two Afghan parties in a conflict. I do not believe Afghan women and girls are jumping for joy at the prospect of a Taliban takeover. In fact, as one of the New York Times headlines put it, Afghan women fear the worst. Afghan women fear the worst. I certainly do not believe the Taliban will abandon their brutal fundamentalist ways just to secure recognition from the Western powers that they despise. Speaking of women's rights, over the weekend, the United Nations chose to further degrade its legitimacy by inviting Iran, of all countries, to join its commission on the status of women. The UN chose to further degrade its legitimacy by inviting Iran to join its commission on the status of women. Yes, you heard that right. The panel, claiming principal international authority over the empowerment of women, will now include a nation whose police are empowered to beat and assault women for improper veiling, a nation that turns a blind eye to pervasive domestic